Good morning, world. Today, I'd like to share a story about connection and its power through social media. Years ago, I volunteered at a computer ministry for the homeless. We provided a safe space with Wi Fi access, laptops, and most of all, guidance in assisting them on how to navigate through the internet world. One day, there was this man. His name was Skip. I would guess he was in his late 60s or early 70s. I had never seen him before at the food pantry. He was tall, super slim, almost frail looking, with short, spiky gray hair. Skip approached me after waiting in line in the freezing cold weather. There was probably about 40 to 60 homeless human beings waiting for a hot meal, coffee, food, and most of all, a safe place to keep warm for a few hours. Skip approaches me and says, "Are you Armando?" And I replied, "Yes. How may I help you?" He said, "This is my first time here, and I was asking one of the guys outside that you would be able to help me out. I just got out of prison a couple of weeks ago. I want to get back on my feet, and I miss my sons, and I want to find them and let them know that I'm okay and that I'm out. I've been locked up for years, and I was wondering if you might be able to help me find them. I've lost all contact with my family. Do you think that we can get on that thing over there?" As he pointed to the laptops. I said, "Yes, we will see if we can find your sons on social media." I asked him a few questions about his two sons, and most importantly, "Do you have an email address?" Skip replied, "What's that? I don't have an address. I live in a box trade." I explained to Skip how the internet and social media works in general. Then I created an email account for him. Afterwards, we were able to create a profile on Facebook. Now Skip's excited with anticipation to see what happens next. But anxiety was also written all over his face, not to mention completely lost about computers, the internet, and the mystery of it in itself. I did a search on Facebook. I could not find any profiles that resembled his son based on the information given to me. I looked over and I could tell by his facial expression of frustration and disappointment. I said, "Let's not give up yet. Does your son have a nickname or another alias that he goes by?" He said, "Wait a minute. Try such and such thing." All of a sudden, a list of profiles and headshots appeared right in front of us. As we scrolled down the list of profiles, I noticed suddenly that Skip's voice cracked. And for just a moment, I slightly glanced over at him and I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yes," as he was staring hard at the list of profiles. After a long pause, and I see Skip's eyes well up with tears, I look back at the screen and Skip's hand is extended, pointing at a profile picture. He said in a soft, crackly voice, "That's my son." Tears rolling. "Oh my God, that's him. That's my son. Thank you. I found him. I want to talk to him. How do I do that?" Well, let me explain the process of how social media works, especially on Facebook. I explained to him that he must send a friend request and that he may include a brief message. Your son will have to accept your request before you begin to have a conversation with him. So when can I talk to him? Obviously, he was still processing the mystery. So now we found his older son. Now it's time to find the younger one. He's nowhere to be found on Facebook. However, I decided to ask a few more questions about his younger son, and I figured out which social media platform would increase his chances of finding him. I decided to set him up with LinkedIn. We did a search and went through several profiles and pages. Wow, there he was. We found him. Skip was able to find and reach out to both of his sons in one day. Oh, the power of social media. Unfortunately, neither one of his sons accepted his request. Skip didn't give up. He would return weekly, standing in line for a hot meal, and most of all, he had a reason to get on the internet. He was so proud to pull out his notes I provided him. He would log on and follow his step-by-step instructions, hoping today was going to be different and that he would be united with both of his sons. To this day, I don't know what happened. Maybe he gave up. Maybe he finally made contact with them. However, what is more powerful with social media is sharing passion to creating awareness, education, and most of all, connection. It's all about the experience, and the dignity is in how they find themselves.